What's up? This is the Ops. We telling it all. It's your girl, Spicy K.
And it's your girl TK. How y'all doing?
We are on episode 46. Can you believe it? And
Oh
this is
man.
also um the second. Is this? Yeah. This is 2nd February. Wait.
No,
Show? Yeah. So another
I was
moments
thinking for a
in.
show.
Yeah, the second one. This is the second week, right?
Right, I thought you were saying this is like the 2nd February we've been going. I'm like, wait a minute
No,
now.
no, 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 no. I just mean like it's February.
Hmm.
That's what I'm meaning.
Yeah.
Of course, we have an exciting lineup today. We are going to definitely be discussing everything that was involved around the Super Bowl. Very exciting. Very exciting. But
My
first
favorite
up, you
part.
always know that we do the first 48, but in the month of February, we're doing everything a little bit different. So in February, we're actually going to be discussing black moments in history. So TK, go ahead.
Well, let me tell you, I found something out today that it really blew my mind. Miss Hattie McDaniel. Most of you know her as Mammy and Gone with the Wind. Uh, was actually the first ever black person. A lot of people probably knew this already, but I didn't. I didn't know she was the first ever black person. Because I've never had a desire to watch the movie for whatever reason. So it is what it is. But she was the first black person, period, to win an Oscar. Right? She won the Oscar for her role as Mammy. Apparently, it was just that amazing to people to see her play that role, and played it to, according to the lady that's the white lady that starred in it. According to her, she played the best. She was the best part of the movie. I really don't know how to take that, what she meant by that. You know what I'm saying? But that's what she said. And so, but she had a lot of challenges. In her career due to racism and racial segregation. She was born in the late 1800s, 1893 to be exact, and she died right before civil rights could be on display. The civil rights movement, sorry, could be on display, and she actually gained access to some of these things. So she died thinking that this was all that was going to be able to be for black people and how it's going to be. So that made me want to talk about her today because as we know, some things have changed. Not quite everything, but some things have changed. We are definitely integrated now. I was just discussing with Spicy Cat, like, I'm not sure if that's a good thing or bad thing, but that's how it is. Um, I don't know what I would have missed out on not being integrated, but it definitely could have had some different advantages for us if we had to stay to our own the way we should have. So, but she won the Oscar, first one, 1939. So I'm guessing she won that in 1940. And believe it or not, she was not even allowed to attend. She wasn't even allowed to attend the premiere of the movie that she just was nominated for an Oscar. That she eventually will be nominated for an Oscar for, because it was in an all-white theater in Atlanta. That tells you something, because we definitely know Atlanta has been taken over by most of us at this point. So that's definitely something. She's probably like, oh snap, look at the A. You feel me? What I'm saying? Back then, when I was running around the A, I couldn't even sit in the theater. I couldn't even go to the movie that I was in. You know what I'm saying? And then when she at the actual Oscars, she had to sit in the side room to where she won an award. Like, that just how does that even make sense? So if we have any people of
But
the huh?
that's how it happens with a lot of the performers from back then. Like, I don't want to say the wrong names, but let's just throw out Duke Ellington out there. A lot of these people were not even able to go in through the front door. They couldn't stay at like the hotels that they were performing at. It was rough.
It's crazy. It's crazy to me, and I want the Caucasian people of today to ask your ancestors, grandparents, if they still living, what kind of sense did that make to them to not allow people to sit in the movie theaters with you. You had to sit up top. I mean, mezzanine level ain't that bad. You feel me? So it might have been an even better viewpoint to watch a movie or something. And drink from the same water fountains and all that stuff like that, and watch only pies. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Like, what does that make sense? How does that even make sense to you to treat people that way? But I mean, that's what you did. That's what you try to continue to do to this day. But Miss Hattie McDaniel got 2 stars on the Walk of Fame. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Hattie McDaniel. We appreciate you paving the way for the actresses out here that's doing their thing, still struggling to be equal to their white counterparts in film and the industries. So we appreciate you. Thank you. That's my contribution to Black History today.
Okay. So for me, I want to discuss Aunt Polly Jackson. She was basically She basically helped escape slaves. So pretty much what happened is that she was able to get her freedom, and she went to Africa, Ohio, which is now called Ripley, Ohio. And apparently back then they had, of course, they had the Underground Railroad, but they had the reverse Underground Railroad as well.
Oh.
So that was basically the white people that was trying to capture basically slaves. And so she knew that they considered older people to be weak and they wouldn't necessarily try to harm them. So she would dress older. And what she would do is to basically fool the anti-abolitionists. And she would basically carry around a butcher knife and under her clothes, and also a kettle of boiling water.
A kettle of boiling water? How'd you keep it hot?
I don't know. I don't know the answer. I don't think she allowed for me to answer.
Well, we need to figure that out, because that would be brilliant to have as a weapon. Because I'm telling you, you gonna drop everything and everything you doing.
But she basically was able to help people escape slavery in the Underground Railroad because of her actions, and she was able to fight off several slave catchers by doing this. And like I said, her name is, they call her Aunt Polly Jackson. Well,
Aunt Polly.
Yeah, ain't Polly, but Polly Jackson, like I said. And I got this information from Rhythm X Rebel on, is this Instagram?
All right, Rhythmless Rebel. But yeah, shout out Polly.
I just want to bring that to the attention, because this is my first time actually hearing about the reverse Underground Railroad. I never, it makes sense, I guess, but I've just never heard about it. I never heard of her.
As such. But the slave patrols is what developed the modern day police force. So keep that in mind too, people. If you didn't know that, the people that were sent out to capture escaped slaves, dead or alive, hopefully alive, because so they can continue working, is what the modern day police force is made of. Was thought of from. Okay, so yeah. Think about their actions of today and how they're similar to those of the slave patrols or the reverse Underground Railroad. Okay, that's all I got to say.
But pretty much, she basically dedicated her life to being able to help feed and house and direct the slaves. So that was great. So that was my particular Black history.
I like that. Aunt Polly. There we go.
And like I said, I never heard of her prior to that, and I also never heard of the reverse. So has anybody else heard? I guess I asked out here to see if anybody else has heard of the reverse. So of course it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when we do it. And this week the story is regarding Miss. Let me pull it back up. Ashley is her first name. It's Chef Ashleigh. Let me figure out her last name.
Stanti.
Stanti, yes. So basically, she opened up Good Hot Fish in Asheville. in the South Slope neighborhood. Why are you
That's
shaking your head?
because that's the first mistake. You ever been through Asheville, North Carolina?
I don't
It
think I
ain't
have.
ashy. It ain't ashy. It ain't. We ain't there. But there's not a big presence of us there. You know what I'm saying? I used to go through there when I'm from Murfreesboro, so when I moved to Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina, I had to go through there. Yeah, it's a nice area. People go there for vacation, but I don't think they want us there. You feel me? But yeah,
So basically, what happened is that, like, she's pretty much a black-owned restaurant, fish restaurant, to be exact.
good hot
To
fish.
be exact. Um, and they basically starting to put like racist stickers and stuff, and just a lot. So, how do you feel about?
No, no, no. Let's tell exactly what all they did. They cut the power close to
Yes.
closing time. They didn't cut the power to her restaurant with guests inside. You know what I'm saying? Just literally cut the power to, and then the people were almost captured by employee and a guest chasing them down. Like seriously, but they evaded capture. But they left behind a racist sticker that had a whole bunch of different buildings and said all of them was white and said what they don't need here in this city, and then they put Niggers with a hard R on it. They don't need us like they said, like I told you, they don't want us there. But I'm thankful that she was okay. Nobody was harmed. Nobody was physically harmed because that has to be
Yeah.
uh, very stressful because now you got, I ain't gonna call her pockets, but she probably got a loan paying for this business. You know what I'm saying? She got to stay here. What can she do? She got a brick and mortar. It ain't like she can, up and move. It ain't no truck. This is a brick and mortar building. You feel me? And she got people that's around her that once one of y'all do it, the rest of y'all gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be on the lookout for that. But I guarantee you, the next person that do it gonna get blackout. I ain't advocating for that, but that's what you would do. That's what I would do. I'd have an armed sniper on the roof waiting, and I'm telling you that I'm advocating for that. If you mess with me like that, you messing with my pockets. I'm I'm
Oh,
I'm
sniper.
I'm ready for you exactly because baby, that is foul. The sticker itself is some weak pussy ass shit, but then you gonna cut my power to where I can potentially uh, get my food spoiled. Guests inside my restaurant can get hurt. All of that. That it just makes no sense whatsoever. For what? Because you don't want me here? Say that. Say it with your chest. Come in my restaurant or meet me outside and say, hey, I want you gone. We can fight about it. We can do whatever about it, and then we can go on about our day. Because there ain't nothing you can do about me being here other than try to vandalize. Because the stuff that you did will get you arrested. You messing with the city's power. They didn't just cut off the light switch. They outside here at the base.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just thought it was just like the building. Oh my.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. It leads to an outside box. They out there turning off the electricity to these people establishment. Like I said, and then if you a restaurant, if your food get below a certain temperature, you got to throw
Yeah,
it out.
that's true.
It ain't like us at the house. We leave something out, but like, oh, this will be all right. We can put it in there. You know what I'm saying? We can
Yeah,
heat it.
you don't. Yeah.
Once you put it in the microwave, they kill everything. Seem like, but anyway, these folks had to, possibly had a devastating blow to business. So whoever did that, I kind of hope you're not listening to us. But if you are, use some weak asses for that and leave that lady alone. She's a celebrity chef, right? She's a celebrity chef. So she's earned the right to have her business there. So leave her the fuck alone. Shout out Ashley Doctor. Shout out Chef Ashleigh Stanti. Girl, you got this. Good hot fish. That's the name of it. So if you're near Asheville, you made a stop and get it to go and get your ass out of there. But if you don't want to support, go on down there.
Yeah, she is a James Beard award. She has a James Beard award nomination. She was on Bravo Top Chef in 2022.
Hey, hey.
So she's definitely an accomplished, chef. apparently, you know, world renowned. Ugh, sometimes words are hard for me. Something about the sticker. They were saying that the sticker had on it, "How to Ruin a White City."
Yeah, that's what it was. How to Ruin a White City, and it had like white buildings, and then in the middle.
They said it had four. Yeah, it said 4 black and white buildings in the right hand corner. Then a hand holding a can, reading racial slurs falling out of the can, or small illustration of people. And on the cuff of the sleeve, there's a Star of David.
Oh wow! So they put that in there. So they equal opportunity racists, I guess. Okay, gotcha. All around the board.
Yeah. So, and she had just opened up her restaurant, I think, like on January the 20th. Yeah, January 20th. And this incident happened on the night of February the 3rd. So, basically, within 2 weeks of her opening, you know,
they felt that they compelled themselves to infiltrate her organization. And I'm telling you, if she found out who it was, charges should be pressed. The city should press charges on you.
I don't know if the city can press charges because of the power, because it will be to the building. So that's more of a trespassing in destruction of property. But I'm saying, like, we know, because not everybody has the city power. Like, the city may not be the power company.
Okay.
You live in Huntsville, so Huntsville obviously has Huntsville Utilities, but
don't even say that on the podcast I co-host. Don't even say them words. I hate.
But
them.
I'm just saying. So, but that's not necessarily how it works for everybody else, because my city is not my electricity company at all.
Because you have options, right?
No. Most people don't have options for electricity.
In Houston, and I know this for a fact.
Maybe in Texas with their whole little weird grid and all this stuff, they may have whatever they got going on, but everybody else is normal outside of Texas. I'm just saying outside of that little situation. So yeah, basically, you know, I used to work for a power company.
I know.
It's a monopoly, so you don't really have like options like that.
Ridiculous.
Most of them were like, even Huntsville Utilities is worked by TVA.
Did you say it again?
Yeah. Even Huntsville. I'm just saying, TVA has a great part of it. Tennessee, Alabama Power has the rest of the, for the most part, or off that grid. So yeah, so it's not. No. So that's why I'm like, the city wouldn't necessarily be involved. But this is really a shame that, you know, this is what I hate. People are so quick to tell, especially black people or basically people of color, like, quick to say like they're lazy and they need to get a job. But this is what I really hate. When they get a job, legit job at that, you know, open up their own business, you know, doing all these things, then it's still a problem.
They said that city don't need them.
But so the city don't eat food?
The city don't need black folks cooking their food. Apparently, they was all right with it 400 years ago. All these other years ago, even 100 years ago, they was all right with it. But now, they don't want them. They don't want them cooking their food. Like, y'all know how to cook and season food. Anyway, I don't even want to start that shit.
But yeah, it's just a sad situation. Like I said, you know, it's unfortunate that, you know, I don't know, like I'm trying to, I know I've been in North Carolina, don't get me wrong, I know I've been in North Carolina, but I do remember having a conversation with someone, and someone told me that, well, there's a lot of places that may be racist. I'm just saying.
Yeah, North Carolina is real big on that now. But it just take 40 East all the way, and you'll get there. 40 East run out in, I think it run out. Yeah, it run out in North or South Carolina, but all the way there. That's like, don't get off nowhere. Stay on 40 East, and you'll get there.
I just never, like I said, I just don't I don't understand. Well, one, I'm not a racist, so that's probably why. I just don't understand. I just don't understand the whole concept of being mad at people just by the sheer fact of their color. And like, there is no way that I just can't fathom that, like, you knowing that this person has set up, saved money, got a loan, whatever they did, well-known person, being on TV, all of these things, open up a restaurant in your area. If someone opened up a restaurant in my area, I'm going to be super excited. Like, because a lot of people like fish. I'm just saying. Like, I would be super excited. And therefore, I would want to, like, go see it, all of these things. So, the mere thought of, like, saying that this is how you ruin a white city.
A white city. You feel me?
Like, I just think that's so odd to me. Like, I just don't grasp that concept of, like, why be a racist?
They are odd people. They often are kind of conflict with themselves about how they feel about us. Based on, like I told you, White Fragility, Reid, I'm telling you, that's a book that everybody need to read. But yeah, they get scared. Because once you see one of us, then you're going to see 5 of us. Then you're going to see 10 and 20 of us. And then there you go. The white city will be ruined. Ruined. Did you hear me? That's what them people said. They done created a whole sticker, because ain't no damn sticker out there nowhere they bought that says that. They done
no. It's probably some companies out there that's probably on Go Etsy right now. Might be some places. I'm just saying.
Okay.
And there's no telling.
Touche.
There's no telling. Might be a whole website dedicated to, I'm gonna just be a racist and I'm just gonna make all kind of racist stickers. You can also easily make stickers too. So.
And my people, find these businesses and shut them down. That's what you do. Shut down.
What if these people don't even have a business?
I mean, whoever's selling them.
Shut down that business. Oh, okay. I thought you was talking about the people. I was like, okay, I get what you're talking about.
I tell you, they don't got no business messing with this lady. That's what they don't got.
Well, see, this is the thing. So she apparently in the fall did some pop-ups. I wondered if it didn't seem like she had any issues doing the pop-ups. So I guess once she has, the brick and mortar building, that's, pretty much when things went, left.
Well, I mean, because they was like, oh, she's selling a couple plates. She ain't doing nothing. Boom. I got a whole building in your white city. And now what? You got something. Now you want to do something about it. Because I mean, pop up, you pop in, pop up, you pop up, pop out.
I wonder, in my mind, if, a business that's similar to hers is behind it. That's just my thoughts. Because I just don't understand, in my mind, like I said, I just don't grasp that concept because, now
I'm not racist, so in a white city ain't nothing good, hot, and seasoned. So no. But yeah, that could be a possibility too. Trying to put fear in her. Like, I mean, I don't think that's the right way to put fear in us, because I mean, we've been dealing with stuff like that for, forever.
Yeah.
It's not. But those are also, like I spoke of, the races that you got to be afraid of. Those are the ones that try to hit you in your pockets. Like that's the ones that you have to, literally stand up to on a daily basis. So she's got to now make the decision. And I think she opened back up though.
I feel like she did.
Yeah, she opened back up, and she's like, "F y'all, I feel you." Like, what you gonna do now? You gonna spend all your money trying to get me out of business, fuck around and get arrested. That's all you gonna do.
Yeah, she did open back up, and apparently, like, I didn't know this. Like, I know, as Black people, we have fish fries. Mm-hmm. But I didn't know, like, they were, in this particular article, they were mentioning the history of Black food traditions and how basically fish fries was a tradition, especially for, enslaved people. Because it allowed them to be able to congregate and things like that and kind of relax, during the weekend. So, like I said, I didn't know that at all. But it's just a sad, like I said, it's a sad situation, and I just can't wrap my head around, like, this is my thing, because it goes the same way with random celebrities as well. Like, I've never been the kind of person, like, even if I don't like a celebrity or non-celebrity, like whoever, social media person or whoever, I don't intentionally follow them, one. And then I don't intentionally follow them to post on their thing that I don't like them. That's just weird to me. Like, in my mind, like, it's so weird to me that somebody would do that.
Yeah.
But I know people do that all the time. Like, they post on, like, if anybody says anything, they're like, I don't like you, and you this, and you this. And I'm like, no, I don't. That's just not, obviously that's not my personality. That's not who I am. I just find that weird. So just like in this situation, like, why would you intentionally go to harm someone? Like, that's so weird to me. Like, to cut their power, to put racist stickers, why would you do that? Because to me, it's just so backwards and evil.
And weak.
And so evil. Like, I don't operate in that kind of space, so I don't know.
Let's just think of the demographic that we're talking about that would do this. This is what they do and have done. Like, that's just what it is. Like the burning of the crosses. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. What do you get out of that? But a big ass fire that can kill people. People have died
like
burning crosses.
Like you said earlier, like, to try to put fear in someone.
And that would scare me. A burning cross, because that can cause a fire that I can't get away from. And I can literally die. And people that have actually set those fires to those crosses have died themselves trying to be hateful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's just ridiculousness to me that you go to those lengths to be evil and hateful. But, like, again, they sometimes they don't give a damn.
Yeah, I think they said it was a group of, I feel like it was a group of men. Yeah. They noticed that it was a group of men clustered down the street. Clustered.
Cluttered is right. They just
OMG. But apparently, looks like, I think one of the guests at the restaurant and also one of the employees basically ran them off.
But they already done what they came to do.
Yeah. Like I said, I just think that's evil. That's just pure evil. And I guarantee it's going to be another, they're going to probably, I'm going to say it, it's probably going to be a restaurant owner. Yeah. Like, either somebody that already had that space before or somebody that's nearby. I'm guarantee you it's probably going to be a restaurant owner that caused that. Any other thoughts about that situation in Asheville, North Carolina?
Let's just keep ourselves in Raleigh and Durham where we are. I'm sorry.
We're allowed to be in places.
We're allowed to do a lot of things that they don't want us to do. And it's like, you got to think about yourself at this point. Like, shoot. Like I said, but don't be scared. Don't let them folks run. Because I wouldn't run away. I'd be sitting out there, like I said. I tell you what I'm going to have on my roof waiting for y'all. If you come back cluttered around my shit.
You're such a hater. Anyway, so we're going to go on to, like we said, we're going to be discussing the Super Bowl, but certain aspects of the Super Bowl, because, yeah, personally, I don't watch the game, so we will not be talking about the Super Bowl like that. So, the first thing we're going to be, the game, you thought the game was boring?
Yeah, it was a defensive battle for the first half. Nobody was scoring.
Well, they went into overtime.
Yeah, they did.
That means it was exciting, and that means that like at the end, yeah, at least at the end,
and that you have the same score at the end of the damn
exactly, which is exciting because
that is not exciting.
The score was not tied at first, and then the score tied, and then they went into overtime, and then of
bunch
course,
of damn field goals, 2 touchdowns scored, and then the third one in the final end. That's I called it though because neither team has really advanced far offensively all season. They made it there because other teams failed to do what they've been doing. But like I said, I was there for the commercials and Usher.
Yes, that's what I was there for. I was there for Usher, and that's what we're going to discuss first. So, Usher performance. So, he bought out Alicia Keys, her, and I didn't know her. I didn't know who that was.
Her? You didn't know her?
I had no idea who that was. Like, I was like, why is everybody so excited about this guitar solo? Like, and I was like, oh, okay. And then somebody said, mentioning her, and I was like, oh, that's who it was. I had no idea. He bought out will.i.am.
Like you less every day. Now, I didn't see him.
JD, he had the mask on.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay.
Because I thought it was CeeLo Green, and I didn't understand. And one of my friends had to tell me that was will.i.am, and I was like, "Oh, I thought that was CeeLo." I don't know any better.
I just knew who was in the mask. How the hell we supposed to know that?
Because I think he did take it off. Jermaine Dupri, Lil Jon, Ludacris, and I think those were all the guests.
I mean, he brought out his skaters from his Vegas show.
Was that all the guests? Was that all the guests?
That's all I can remember.
Okay. So how did you feel about the Usher show before we before we get into different parts of the Usher show?
I enjoyed it. He represented for the A. He brought the entire A to Vegas. You know what I'm saying? And he made the world view the A. You know what I'm saying? He ain't break out the A-Town Stomp. I thought that was cover, boy. Yeah.
He did do that.
I didn't see that.
He did that at the end. On him, Lil Jon and Ludacris do the A-Town Stomp. Do the muscle. Do the muscle.
No, I heard that.
Thunderclap. Yeah, they did it.
I was probably playing with the babies or something. It's all right.
Yeah, but they did it.
But yeah, that was my song. When I first moved, where did I move to? When I first moved to Texas, and I came back this way, I remember hearing that song, bruh, and I was like, oh yeah, that was it right there. I don't know, it's somewhere I moved from. No, when I moved to Atlanta and came back here, that's what it was. And that song was out. That song had been out for a while, but it was still jumping. Like, I was like, yeah, that's my song. And I was excited to see that. I was excited to see Luda with his afro. You know what I'm saying? It made me feel like Ludacris was actually a rapper at some point instead of an actor, which what he is now.
So it was very much, Ludacris was very much giving me Chicken and Beer.
Yeah.
Like that whole era. Very much with the oversized clothes and all that stuff. Like with the afro, like it was very much giving me like chicken and, is it Chicken and Beer, Chicken and Waffles? What is it? Chicken and Beer. Okay, yeah. But yeah, I really didn't know who her was. But other people thought Jermaine Dupri was CeeLo Green too. So I don't know what our obsession was. Like, yes, we, for whatever reason, I was like, I don't even think he has any connection with CeeLo Green. But that's what I thought.
Yeah, everybody gonna stop disrespecting Chi too about his shoes and socks, whatever he had on, because
Jermaine Dupri,
his name is Chi. Okay. If you knew anything about one of the greatest music producers ever to put the A on the map, literally, with music, you know what I'm saying? If you knew anything about him, you know that his nickname is Chi. Okay? So, you probably didn't know that either. You know, I'm taking your black card at the end of this podcast, too.
I'm black. You can't take my black card.
Girl.
We're the opposites for a reason.
Says you.
I'm black.
Says you. I'm taking it. But anyway, y'all gonna get off Chi though.
So one thing I do want to discuss real quick, which is very important, which is Alicia Keys and that note of hers. she couldn't find it. It wasn't there. However, people are correct. If you go to the NFL YouTube page, you would actually hear that she's not cracking. It's not awful like what we heard originally.
How you figure?
Oh, I didn't send you the link.
I don't know.
My bad.
I don't know.
But yeah, there's one version and then there's the other. They literally, whatever they did, they digitally edited and made her sound decent. And I like Alicia Keys. I like her.
Ain't she supposed to be hitting that note too? Come on, let's go. Let's hear it. Oh no! You owe this to your fans. You said I'm gonna hit that note on Tuesday. So let's see, cause we can't edit this, baby. It's gonna be what it is.
I don't know if we can sing on the show, so
you don't know if we can sing on the show. You can hit you can try and hit that note.
I can hit that note.
She just needed some tea too. She cracked it though, cause I didn't hear it at first, cause like I said, I was probably playing with the babies. But my auntie said, "Ooh," I was like, "What?" She was like, "Ooh, she didn't get that one." And my auntie, she's sang in church. Please don't.
So whatever. But yeah, so I like Alicia Keys. I know a lot of people, say that she can't sing or whatever, or, made references to, her husband, the ex-wife situation, all that. But I liked her. I like what she wore, and I knew who she was.
That piano was beautiful. That outfit was lovely. Mm-hmm. It looked better without Usher's hands all over it, but it was a nice looking outfit. But my thing about Alicia Keys is I used to love Alicia Keys when she came out with Keys and A minor or whatever the fuck that shit was. I don't even know what the hell the first with Falling on it. I was in love with Alicia Keys. Then she turned into a philandering, home-wrecking horror. And yes, I don't give a damn. Say what you want to say. And I fell out of love with her. She got pregnant on me. I hated her. And then I'm like, well, if she make music, she make music. She don't. I don't care. I have no care in the world. But yes, she did crack. She did creak and squeak through the whole performance that she did. But it's all good. I think she's one of the most talented musicians ever. Now her piano skills leave nothing to be desired. Like, she got them skills, but she need to just be a pianist. A pianist.
A lot of people say that she's not really good at piano. I've heard that before, like years and years and years ago. So did you notice that someone brought this to my attention, because I didn't pay attention to it on the initial, but the clock stopped at 7?
Yeah.
And then also apparently the TikTok voice, I'm assuming it's TikTok voice, the lady was like, what time
where was Usher?
What was Usher at 7 o'clock? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And to me, Usher did a lot of, like, he knew that people would want some of these songs, so like he threw in like a burst of it, and then he was like, okay, we ain't doing it no more. I like the fact that he had the Jackson State Sonic Boom, that they were out there on the field. Then they had the Kappas out there.
I could have done without that part. Shimmying. That part, because now all these motherfucking Kappas on my timeline are going crazy. I was like, bruh, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? I just don't understand.
Well, a lot of people said it was a tribute to D9. Obviously a tribute to, HBCUs with Jackson State, Sonic Boom out there as well. A lot of people think that he paid homage to Prince because of her.
Yes.
Again, I didn't know who she was. Because didn't her used to wear like a patch or something? I'm
No, she
confused.
used to wear baggy clothes. Like she used to hide her body from the world.
Okay.
Now she's starting to be a little more sexy and things like that. But she is the awesome, like she girl. Oh Lord have mercy, her and that guitar. She is definitely the female Prince.
So and then I did see the glove. Being one of my friends, I ain't gonna say who, but Usher original jacket that he had on, that white jacket. I was like, if this didn't look like something like a little something that women wear with a formal attire, I don't know what other kind of jacket it was, because I wasn't really feeling it. Why are you doing it?
Because you talking about my little cousin. Now you gonna leave him the fuck alone?
I was shocked that he took off his shirt. Like I knew that he was gonna. I felt like he was gonna take off and leave the undershirt on, like the little, But I didn't really think that he was gonna go full on. Like
He had the nipplers out. Did you see him?
yeah.
Big ass quarters. $7.
But I loved his performance. Now, also keep in mind, I went to see Usher when he had his Vegas residency. And I'm not gonna lie, the first thing I saw when I saw the Super Bowl thing, I said, "Oh, those look like stripper pose," and then they were used later on.
In fact,
But
stripper pose.
so he basically hit the same things that he hit in his residency. He had the skates, he had the stripper pole, he had the he had the ballads, he had the dancing, and the skating. So he basically hit on pretty much all the parts that were part of his Vegas residency. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a great time. I saw some people saying that it was conservative, and I'm like, first of all, listen.
Did we not?
I think it was so respectful. I think exactly, and I think his performance was so respectable because of the fact that, like, I saw his Vegas show, and the strippers had clothes on during the Super Bowl. I'm just saying, they had clothes.
They said in Vegas he had a thing out.
It wasn't at my show.
You mad you missed out, ain't it?
No. But I really enjoyed it. Now let's get to this other part. Any other thoughts about the performance before we go to the one of the other parts about this performance? The other part about this performance was people in an uproar about how him and Alicia were on each other. Well, how he was basically on her. And like Sweet Speed said, my wife had a beautiful dress that scanned the whole field. Y'all are worried about the wrong thing.
Cause he's a weak punk anyway. But anyway,
Who's Swiss?
yeah, I can't stand that look. I can't stand him either. But anyway, the people who said that probably obviously didn't see the video back in the day. Like, this is an old video before she was married. Like, he stuck originally to what he, you know what I'm saying? And people have to deal with their significant others kissing and fake hunching people in movies and TV shows. So you telling me, you know what I'm saying? So, like, what the heck? Get over yourself. It's a performance. It's exactly what it is. He's a good performer. If you notice, when he was behind her, he didn't have his nether regions all up against her tail or nothing, like he was, being fresh with her. He was literally doing the video. Like, they was in the video. He was behind her, hugging like this. You know what I'm saying? Because it was my boo.
But when did my boo come out? Let me think about this, because I do think it's a lot of people that don't understand and don't, like, they probably have never seen this video. Right. My boo. When did it come out?
I'm going to say 09, something like that, maybe 10.
2004.
4?
20 years ago.
If they don't shut the fuck up.
So, no, what I'm saying is that most people probably, they were kids.
Yeah. Before she was married, people. But you know, everybody want to say something. Oh, Ever since the whole Kiki
Yeah.
situation, they talking about he ruined him. He don't care. He don't give a fuck about nobody marriage type shit. Like, you know.
Well, Usher always said, "Don't leave a girl around me, true player for real."
That's for real. He said that on the show. He said it in the performance.
He didn't say the N word.
No, he
Mine
didn't
was
say
censored.
the N word. He said
Oh yeah,
that part.
yeah.
Come on now.
I'm just saying.
But yeah, he and he got married himself
Yep.
in Vegas. So obviously he got a woman already. He ain't thinking about you.
Yeah, he got 2 kids with her.
That goofy looking. That woman is goofy looking. I'm sorry, but you know he like old ass women. Hell.
Yeah, he likes older women, and I did see, because I followed Tamika, his ex-wife. She was at the Super Bowl watching the performance, and I think she had a little lanyard that said Usher or something on it. So I'm quite sure he hooked her up to be able to.
He is a polyamorous motherfucker, ain't he? That's what it is. He probably got 4 or 5 wives. Nah, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
I said ex-wife.
I know, but
Ex-wife. They share kids.
My ex-wife
They share kids.
My goddamn name on it. I don't
They share kids. They share kids. They have 2 kids together. His oldest 2 kids. But yeah, I think it's a performance. So naturally, as a performance, like that's what they do. That's what they did. Like that's what it was about. Now I do think he tapped her. I think he tapped her on the butt. I feel like he. I feel like that. I feel like he. If he didn't, he definitely gave the illusion of him tapping her on the butt. In my mind, and caressing her.
And your mind
but again, that's
daydreaming and shit.
No. But that's just how I feel what was happening. But I didn't find it disrespectful or anything, because they're a performer, so I didn't find it disrespectful or anything. A lot of people are like, "Oh my goodness, I would have a fit, or I'll still be trying to fight Usher and all this stuff." Again, we don't promote violence over here. But this is my thing, like, yo spouse ain't even in the position to be anywhere near Usher. So shut up. That's what I wanted to tell people.
Swiss Beats is this tall, and he need to worry about his own damn hairline and worry about what the hell Usher trying to do with his wife.
Like, people are so... I think people try to put normal people rules on celebrities, and it don't work that way.
I mean, if somebody
like, they have their own set of rules going on. Like, they are performers. Like, you can't expect, like, if you were a doctor or nurse or something like that, you can't expect, just because that's someone's ex or something like that, they can't, even, and they're not even exes or anything, but you can't expect them to be like, they will never perform surgery or never, like, take care or go give them meds or something. That's so weird. Like,
people are weird. That's why people can't stay together. They so protective and overprotective of what they think is theirs. Like, if we're together, all right, I still got eyes, I still got hands, I still got everything. If I don't want to be here with you, I could go somewhere else. But like he said, she came home to him and took that dress off for him. You know what I'm saying? That's on her weird ass, because both of them just as weird as fuck to me. But yeah, so that's null and void. Like I said, Swiss Beats got other things to worry about, like making the same beat over and over again. Then he got to worry about what the hell Usher trying to do with his wife. So I'm done with that one.
Okay. So the next thing we'll talk about on for the Super Bowl is concerned, a lot of people are also within an uproar because of Travis Kelce and Andy Reid, the coach interaction. So as a person that watched this moment in real time, because I had to watch recordings, tell me how you feel about it.
Well, I tell you what, it was done in a way that we thought was disrespectful. Andy Reid clarified later, but from the looks of it initially, he was way the fuck out of line. It looked like he went over there and tried to knock that old ass man down on his ass, yelling at him. He's screaming at him. He was like, blah, 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 blah. But it turns
apparently
out,
it startled. It startled him.
Yeah, he was holding on. Travis was holding on to his arm, and he said that's how they communicate with each other. Sometimes, like they get in each other's ass similarly the same way.
But do you think that's the truth? I'm just curious.
I do. He ain't scared. Okay. He ain't scared of Travis Kelce. Hell, Andy Reid has won Super Bowls with Brett Favre and other motherfuckers. He ain't got time to be scared of Travis fucking.
I didn't say scared. No, I'm just saying like this is what I say when I ask, do you think that's true? It's because obviously, if I'm the coach and you are the player and you still have a contract that with the organization. I don't know if he does.
That's above Andy Reid. Yeah,
I know, but I'm just follow me. Just follow me. Okay, so even if there was chaos going on or some kind of dissension, you would not say that publicly. You see what I'm saying? Because most people wouldn't say that publicly. They would brush it off, or they would say something else, and like then later on down the line when either Travis is no longer in the league or Andy has retired or whatever, or on another team or coaching another team, then that's when the truth may come out. Well, so that's what I'm saying. That's why I asked what I asked.
I don't believe it's a cover up. I believe that's what he felt. Like I've seen him get in players' ass too before. You know what I'm saying? Like it happens like that. It was intense, but it turns out Kelce was right. Throw me the fucking ball is what he was saying. That's what he said. Throw me the ball. So it turns out what happened was he was the play that Isaiah Pacheco fumbled on. Mm-hmm. Your boy Kelce was wide ass open, right? But that wasn't the play that was called. But they did get they got like 20 yards on that play, but then he fumbled, and that just tore him up. He was like, "My girlfriend's here for crying out loud. Throw me the ball." So Mr. Swift was out of line in the way he.
Why are you calling him Mr. Swift? He has his own name and identity.
Does he? But anyway, he was definitely right because they started throwing him the fucking ball and they started gaining yards and getting points. So I think he handled it incorrectly. And Taylor, you need to pay attention to how mad he got over a fucking game. Because if you ever do some dumb shit, which I'm sure you will do, he gonna be in your ass too. Okay, I need you to pay attention to that.
Like there's a whole bunch of memes going on saying that like when they break up, she's gonna have a lot of gray zones.
Yeah, because he's I don't know, he's an asshole. He's a mean guy. Like he's had a lot of clips where he's been mean to other players on other teams and disrespecting people. He's disrespectful. He's smelling his own shit right now. He think he fine, and I don't really.
Well,
he passed.
I don't know. Okay, and I'm about to say a word that.
Oh Lord!
I'm gonna say the opposite word. I'm gonna say the opposite word. Okay, because normally people are like, for whatever reason, they consider black people aggressive and they consider the white people passionate. So, so I'm gonna use he was aggressive because that was the correct terminology in my mind.
Overly.
Because I don't want to be like, oh, he was so passionate. And don't get me wrong, I've never been like on a football team. I never been at the Super Bowl. Like I never been like, but at the same time, like to me, I feel like if that's normal, because I don't know what's normal, but if he's Andy is saying like that's normal for him, like he was just basically saying put me in, then hey, fine, no hard feelings, not a problem, because I don't know him like this. I don't be watching the Chiefs play. The last time I saw the Chiefs play was some of the Super Bowl last year, and I probably saw more of that last year because I like Jalen, and I wanted the Eagles to win. So I don't really, I knew who Travis was prior to the whole Taylor Swift, him dating Taylor Swift. But for me knowing anything about his demeanor, his approach, or anything like that, and I want to say it was Antonio Brown. I want to say it was Antonio Brown that had made a comment and said, had that been me, they would have been ready to fire me or whatever in the middle of the game.
No.
Or something like that. What did he say?
I don't know what he said, but I'm going to tell you what he did.
Okay.
He got pissed off at his coach and started taking his shit off on the field and walked off. Ain't nobody put him off. He ain't yelling at nobody. He didn't do nothing. He didn't get disrespectful with nobody. He said, you know what? I don't need this shit here. And he went, took off his helmet, took off his shoulder pads. He left a jersey on the field. All he had on was his underdrawers and his pants. Do you hear me?
His underdrawers.
When I say underdrawers, like you got soft pads that you wear underneath your jersey. You know what I'm saying? That's all he had. He left in that. I don't even think he had his goddamn shoes on, but yeah, I think he did have his shoes on. But yeah, had that been somebody like him that did that to the coach, they would be calling for his head. Oh, he needs to be suspended and fired and all this stuff. And why would you want anybody like that in the league? But since it's Kelce who claims he invented the fade, now he didn't say that, other people did, but you know what I'm saying? They're not gonna do nothing. The league can't find him for that. Only the team can punish him for that. Like, he didn't break any league rules at all. He was disrespectful. And if Patrick Mahomes is a leader, he will check him because that was wrong. He was wrong for that. You know, I mean, I know you're passionate, sir, about the game and everything, and your girlfriend was there watching you. You was being embarrassed because they was not throwing him the ball. Because at first they had him double covered, and then they just let him go free because they realized he wasn't throwing him the ball. And then they came out the second half giving him the damn ball, and they started getting somewhere. You feel me?
Yeah. I can't find the actual quote from Antonio, but I know he made a quote regarding
that was a good situation. That was one of the greatest moments in football history. He did that, boy. He just walked. He's like, you know what? And I mean, we ain't even done with the game here, but I'm done with y'all, motherfuckers. I'm gone. That was awesome.
But yeah, so any other thoughts about the whole Travis Kelce and Reid?
Nah, fuck Travis Swift. Let's go next.
That's not his name.
That is his name.
Okay,
because he the one with the least money in the relationship. He the bitch.
That doesn't make that. That's not how that works. That's not how any of this works. That's not how this works at all. Anyway, we are about to go to the last part of this show. What has a book, TV show, or movie taught me? It's my turn this week. And my movie is A Family That Prays.
Oh!
First of all, I would say that movie is an excellent movie. I really don't like people. I know some people have issues with Tyler Perry and his movies and things like that, but that movie, acting and everything, that was a great movie to me.
No, the only bad thing in it was his wig, but go ahead.
He probably should have just been bald. But so what about this particular story? If you're not familiar with The Family That Prays, basically Alfred Woodard, yes. Mm-hmm. She's the matriarch of her family. She has 2 kids. The kids are 2 daughters. They're married. She has a best friend that is a successful white businesswoman, and they have a friendship. The families, the kids are friends, and all of this.
I'll say
later on in the story, well, not even later on in the story, there is a homeless man that appears in the cafe.
Huh? Okay, go ahead. I thought you were going to say something crazy. Okay.
There's a homeless man that appears in the cafe, and Alfred Woodard's character, which I can't think of her name right now at all, but she would always make sure that he have clean clothes, take a shower, a little bath, a little wash up or whatever, have clean clothes, food to eat, and she always said, let me know when you want to get off the streets and I will help you. Mm-hmm. And her daughter, played by Taraji, she would help out the mother at the cafe and diner, whatever it's called, but she would help out the mother, And she would always follow the instructions of what her mother says, and like, yes, we'll help you, even though she seemed to have been disgusted by the homeless man. And then there is Regina. No, that's not Regina. That's Sanaya.
Yeah.
That's Sanaya.
Sanaa.
Sanaa Latham character, which was also a businesswoman, and she worked for the company. Cartwright's
Yeah.
Construction. So she basically worked for the company, and she was having an affair with Miss Cartwright's son. And let's just say, this is why I tell people all day, every day, you might be up today and down tomorrow. You might be down tomorrow and up. You might be up today and down tomorrow, and down today and up tomorrow. I was going to get it right. I was going to struggle, but I was going to get it right. Okay. Because Ma did the tables turn. She thought that by her having an affair that with this man that was wealthy was everything, and she thought her husband was nothing. Because you gotta go ask a white man for a job. You gotta go ask a white man for a loan. You ain't strong enough. You weak. You this. You that. And at
Can
the
you
end,
imagine that? I hate her. I do not like her as a person just because of them two movies. But anyway,
Love and Basketball.
I hate her. That's why I never want to meet her ever. I watched Shots Fired, which I thought was a good show, but I hate her. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
So, it turned out after everything was said and done, because basically the son wanted to take over, made basically a bad business decision to Robin Givens' character.
Rob's. Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was in there.
Okay, yeah. No. I'm just kidding.
So Robin Givens' character helped persuade the mother. What is that lady name? I can't think of her name. Kathy Bates. Yeah. Kathy Bates' character. To sell some of her shares. And the son knew that once she sold those shares, that he would basically be majority
control.
For as the family members are concerned, because the family would still be in control, but majority of the shares are now his instead of his mama. What they did not realize is little Mr. Homeless Man was a former co-worker of theirs. That basically, what it seemed like, got thrown under the bus. Wife left him. He was just down bad. However, this homeless man
and Mama Cafe.
Yeah, and Mama Cafe, were actually wealthy, very wealthy. In fact, other than Miss Kathy Bates, had more money than everybody else. Pretty much.
There you go.
And it's just amazing. That's what, like you said, that's why I say you have to watch how you treat people. Watch what you do to people. Because the same people that you thinking are worth nothing. And first of all, we should not be thinking nobody is worth nothing. Come on, we all are valuable. Come on. Let's just know that and understand that. Everybody has a purpose. And everybody has value and worth. But yeah, come to find out, he was able, once he, showed up to the meeting and everything and flexed his muscles that, he used to be in that old job. Yeah. Used to be in that old job, that he had money.
Not only did they have more money, they had more votes.
Exactly. Like they were... Yes, they had a lot of shares combined with Miss Kathy Bates' character. They had Miss Cartwright. So yes, I love that movie. I truly love that movie. That was my first movie from like Tyler Perry that I completely loved.
There wasn't Medea.
Yeah, and it's not Medea's not in it. Tyler's in it, but not as Medea.
Thank God.
And that I don't condone violence, but I felt him when he slapped her, and I'm just gonna be honest about that. I don't condone violence at all, but
salute that man.
You tell me that this child, you tell me that I'm not this and I'm not that, and then she was sitting on $200. She had like $250,000, knowing this man needed a loan, knowing this man wanted to start his own company, and not even trying to tell her husband. Sanaya character was one of the worst humans.
And you have to shout out to her for her acting skills, because made me hate you. I already didn't like you, but I now hate you. Like when she said my son, oh my god. Chris had more restraint than anybody I know would have had. It would have been a beat down. It wouldn't have been just he knocked over the counter, girl.
But low key though, like, I like the fact that Alfred Woodard's character, like, she kept saying, like, even though Taraji's character was like, Mama needs money, and she was like, no, I don't. No, and she was like, but you served 3 people today, and she was like, I'm good. The mama was sent on money, and she was just like, this is what she wanted to do. This was like a dream of hers, to be able to open up this diner and to help people and all this stuff, from my recollection. And I don't know, like, it was amazing that she didn't tell her family nothing.
Yeah, I think that's
but like, I get it though.
I get it too.
Think about it, like, Sanaya knowing that working for the company
would have tried to have her committed as mentally unstable, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what happened. That's what we do. And I'm gonna say we because that's us, and that's crazy.
Who's us?
Black people. They do that to their family members when they know they got a little money, and it don't even be as much money as she had. It be like a couple, like 20,000, 30,000.
Well, see, that to me, like, that was kind of how Taraji character was doing Sanaya character, like, always asking her. But, like, don't get me wrong, she had a reason to ask her for money because they were keeping her child, and stuff like that. And I'm of the belief that I don't care if your family, unless you are the parent, unless you are the mother, father, however you want to identify yourself as to that child, you the guardian, as the guardian of that child, that anybody else that takes care of that child deserves some kind of payment, or at least offered the payment. Even if the person does not accept it, it should be offered, because that's still not that person's responsibility. That's just me and my thoughts, but I stand firm on that. But yeah, so.
And I think Taraji didn't really need it. She just wanted to make sure that she gave it to her because her sister was a bitch.
Yeah, she really didn't like her because she was Sanaya, very bougie, uppity, snobby, whatever you want to call it. Like, she was annoying.
Once she got hired at Cartwright Industries, she thought she was better than everybody else.
Of course, and then especially with her sleeping with the guy, like, she definitely thought she was better than everybody else. She thought she was better than her wife, baby. At that point,
nothing but a corporate hoe.
Oh my!
That's what she was. Getting paid. She's like, where did you get? He's my man, Chris. Oh man, what? And he was faithful. He cooked. He kept his child. He did what he was supposed to do as a husband. And you know what? He went in there and took his money as a husband too.
And like, he was, because this is the thing. Like, I think a lot of times when people have like a blue collar worker, they think that they didn't have, like, that's all they want to do, and they don't really have any kind of goals or ambitions. Like, he literally had goals and ambitions. Like, he wanted to start his own, construction company and stuff like that. Like, he literally was out here being the kind of person that a lot of women say they want. Like, they want someone that's ambitious, that's caring, that's this, that, and all this stuff. And she literally had it, but she wanted the image. Like, how you not tell your husband that y'all got a gala? You had to find out for Robin Givens. But yeah,
she was awful.
But yeah, but that's all for episode 46 of The Ops. We telling it all. This is your girl Spicy K,
and this is your girl TK. Peace out.
And we are out of here.